Today I am going to discuss about the topic chronic total occlusion, an interesting case which has been carried out at our institute with successful PCI of CTO lesions. When any cardiologist hears the term of CTO, most of the cardiologists won't be preferring to do this lesion. The reason being the less procedural success and the various complications which arise during this procedure. But at our institute, our cardiologists get kicked from this procedure, and we have been carried out many of these procedures successfully in the past, and I am proud of it. And I am presenting the interesting case of this procedure which has been carried out in last week at Bankrust Superspecialty Hospital, Manjal. Coming to the case, we have a 61 years old male who is a known case of diabetic hypertension (ILD). He was on regular medicines on antiplatelet statins and multiple anti-anginal drugs. Came to our OPD with complaint of angina chest pain intermittently since last 3 to 4 months. ECG was done. ECG suggested of infralateral ischemic changes in the form of ST depression and T-wave inversion in infralateral leads, and referred here from private practitioner for CAG and further management. Coronary angiography of this patient was done. This is the LAO caudal view of.
Do you have ECG?
No, sir. I am mainly focusing on intervention and angiography in this case and later.
What was the previous IHD issue?
Previous sir, he was diagnosed on the basis of ECG, sir. Not the angio was not done at that time, sir. Today's lecture will be mainly focusing on angiography and intervention we have done, and after that, if time permits, the review of literature on CTO lesions, sir. This is the angiogram of this patient. The first is LAO caudal view. Here we can see the left main coronary artery, and just at the beginning of left main coronary artery, here is 50% occlusion stenosis of the LMC artery. This is a caudal view of the same patient showing the normal flowing LCX vessel, and here we can see the small collaterals arising from the LCX vessels, which are giving to the region of right coronary arteries. This is a cranial view of this patient showing the course of left anterior descending artery. In this first angiogram, we can clearly see that normal left anterior descending artery without any lesion in LAD. But here we can clearly see the multiple collateral arising from the left coronary artery, which were giving rise to its branches to RCA territories. And coming to the culprit vessel, this is the angiogram of right coronary artery of this patient. Here we can see that RCA is completely occluded from its stump. There is no course of RCA seen in this artery. This angiogram was so difficult to perform that even catheter was not engaging at the ostium of RCA. Here we can see only stump of RCA is seen in this patient. After the angiography, the conclusion was patient has a mild disease at 50% stenosis in LMC artery with total occluded RCA with retrograde filling of vessel, and the decision of multivessel PCI versus CABG was taken in view of LMC lesion. The decision regarding CABG was taken in view of LMC lesion because every time we engaging the LMC artery, the flow was damping, and the patient was repeatedly going in hypotension. Therefore, this was a very risky.
What was the duration of angina for this?
4-5 months, sir.
4-5 months.
Yes. So very difficult and high risk procedure was performed in this patient. Coming to the PTCA, for PCI of CTO, the first thing we have to do is dual injection angiogram to see collaterals, how vessels are filling. This is a dual injection angiogram of this patient where we have punctured both femoral arteries, and RCA and LCA was engaged from two different sides. Here we can see that first guiding catheter engaged to RCA and second guiding GL catheter engaged to left coronary system. and we have to take simultaneous angiogram of this patient to see the course of collaterals and how much disease in the artery. Here we can see that completely occluded proximal stump of the RCA, and left side circulation is going normal and filling retrogradely via branches of LAD territories. Here we can see the collaterals and filling of the vessel of RCA. Here we can also see the calcified segment of RCA, suggestive of its CTO lesion. Next thing to do this in this patient is LMCA stenting, because without doing LMCA stenting, we have been damaging the patient. Ideally, if it is a single case of 50% lesion in LMCA, then stenting is not advised, but we have to do the contralateral procedures too. So we have to do LMCA stenting in this patient. Here we can see the stent in LMCA artery, and we are inflating the stent in LMCA artery. And after post balloon dilation, we can see the free flow from the left main coronary artery, so that if we the blood flow will not be dampened when we are passing guide wires through LMCA. Now next step in opening CTO is the identifying the correct collateral and tracking the collateral. Here we can see that most of the collaterals are arising from the septal branch of the LAD artery. The ideal collateral should be selected, should have less toxicity with good caliber and continuous flow to contralateral vessels. So we decided to select the first septal branch, and after first septal branch, the guide wire is inserted by septal surfing technique, and the guide wire is fixed there. And after fixing the guide wire, the next step is the engaging the septal branch to microcatheter. Here second image we can see the microcatheter till the septal branch. The next step is from the microcatheter we have to slow push the guide wire so that it doesn't damage the collateral and enter in the contralateral circulation, so that we can see here the guide wire in the PDA. Now after completely cannulating the right coronary artery through contralateral route, here is the image. Here we can see the course of guide wire through LAD, from which first septal branch through collaterals, PDA, and retrogradely to RC. After that we have to enter the RC through antegradely through second guide wire. This is called the kissing technique of the CTO opening. So simultaneously we have entered through RC through antegrade guide wire. So we have difficulty in cannulating the guide wire through RCA, so we have to change the catheter repeatedly. And here we have engaged the coronary artery through Amplas catheter, and both the antegrade and retrograde guide wire are kissed and crossed with each other, so that we can clearly see the course of RCA after this procedures. Here we can see the RCA guide wire. The next step after when PDA guide wire is fixed, the next procedure is to remove the collateral guide wire and to see any complications of collateral perforation or anything. Here we can see that clearly there is no complication regarding left coronary arteries. So next procedure is like simple. Next follow step, balloon dilation and stenting of the right coronary artery. Here we can see the balloon dilation of right coronary artery, and after balloon dilatation there is a good flow in right coronary arteries. After that we have stented the RCA and done the post balloon dilation. This is a stent in right coronary artery, and after stating this is a good flow in right coronary arteries. And the RC was diffusely diseased, so we have to do proximal RC stenting as well as distal RC stenting. So coming to the final result, sir. This was the first image of RCA before procedure. And this is the final result, sir. We can see completely open the right coronary artery. This is a very successful procedure without any complication. Patient went to home after 2 days of hospital admission.
Who has done the procedure?
Ghost, sir, the main intervention cardiologist.
Very technically demanding.
Very, sir. This procedure has a success rate of around 60%, 60 to 70%, and also involves the many challenges and complications during the procedure.
Suppose that angina was not for 4 to 5 months, it was just for 4 to 5 days.
This is the active occlusion of RCA, sir.
How will you interpret this?
This is the active thrombotic occlusion of RCA, sir. So the guidelines.
So diagnosis would be unstable angina if troponins are not elevated.
Yes.
So here, when CTO is found, in
Yes.
which CTO you are going to open? Do we need any further testing? If those patient who comes with stable angina, so stable angina itself is a direct indication to CTO opening.
Also, stable angina is indication of CTO.
Sure?
Yes.
Ronak?
Ideally, you need some myocardial.
So we need it.
I said ideally.
So it is a chronic total. I don't think there will be viability study will help because there is no any infarct.
No, there will be infarct. Like this is chronic total. So the
I will need stress testing rather. Exercise testing would be more.
Yes,
That is
anything. Viability could involve TMT
Okay,
also.
so post-exercise viability. If there is a evidence of ischemia, then viability.
Yes, even viability starts from TMT to DSC to thallium scan and PET CT. So it can be anything.
So what was the changes in ECG after procedure?
Procedures are T-wave emergency in lateral ST depression was settled.
Was?
એટલે પહેલાનો ECG કઈ ચેક કરવું હોય તો હવે તો બતાવો
ECG તો બતાવવો પડે ને ભલા માણસ.
Same, it was same.
Another
So
question.
definitely chronic occlusion.
My other question.
પેશન્ટની એક્સરસાઇઝ કેપેસિટી વધી ખરી કે સિમ્પટોમેટિક
Do you think,
Yet
do you
to
think
come.
the angina is contributed by this CTO? That is my first question.
Yes.
Sir, literature
Yes,
said
for
that
that you will require something. Either you need DSC or you do TMT or at least ask patient to get a stat for 2 floors and then come down. If patient gets pain or anginal pain, then it could be cardiac. But in that case also we don't know whether it is because of RC or whether it is because of left pain.
NMCA.
Ideally you require some imaging.
આ પેશન્ટની અંદર પહેલા કંઈ કરવું જોઈએ તું ખરું તમે
Ideally imaging, but being a PMJ patient, Yojna patient, imaging.
No, we should always consider ideal situation. See,
Ideal,
ideal,
yes.
see, we are not discussing that patient is poor, patient had no money,
Yes.
a patient has this car. In an ideal setting,
Ideal
my
setting
first
means
patient
best
was this. And the second is, suppose you leave this patient like this one, and you enhance anti-anginal treatment.
Yes.
Here patient do not have infarct.
Possible.
And if you enhance anti-anginal treatment, what will be the result?
the literature says that if patient has CTO, there is increase the mortality if he doesn't open the artery due to the other
The
complications.
CTO after
Yes, sir.
Where it is written?
No,
Any guidelines suggest
Morbidity.
morbidity as a functional capacity and morbid. Mortality, CTO opening will never affect mortality.
CTO is most of the time chronic total occlusion. They invite collateral to develop in a good supply.
It has impact only probably morbidity rather than
Morbidity.
Morbidity and functional
Morbidity is
capacity.
functional class.
Functional.
That is quality of life.
Yes.
But ideal would have been a stress thallium because we don't know whether this angina pain is because of left pain or because of RCA.
This was a Yojna patient.
Sorry?
This was a Yojna patient.
Yojna.
Dual catheter કર્યું ગોશે સાહેબે આ કેવી રીતે કરે?
હું બી હતો બાજુમાં સેકન્ડ ઓપરેટર.
એટલે તમે બી એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ પોઈન્ટ ઓફ વ્યૂથી જ કર્યું હતું કે યુ વેર કોન્ફિડન્ટ ઇન?
He had taken. So ideal plan was to do left wing stenting, leave him on anti-anginal drugs and follow up. But relatives were keen that everything should be opened. So he opened up.
What happens?
Relatives were like एक स्टेंट डाल रहे हो तो दूसरा भी ट्राई करके देखो हो जाता है तो
Okay, so there's a break.
हाँ
What happens to those particles?
calcium because various cardiac arrhythmias we have to
Opening of the artery.
yes
The calcium that it breaks,
हाँ sir
it goes to the distal ones.
yes
What happens
ये ओपन माइक्रो सर्कुलेशन पे वैसे ही ब्लॉक.
to that? They block the red.
yes
So over a 15 days or 20 days or 1 month you try to achieve the functional capacity of this patient.
yes
Whether he has got any improvement or not.
yes
So even if you might not have done any stress testing or imaging, at least while you are presenting, you should be speaking this. That this has to be done, and then we go to angiogram. Even if you don't show ECG at your level, this is not good. If Ronak is presenting, we are okay. But if you are presenting, you must come with everything.
yes
Right? That is number one. Number two, what is the meaning of chronic total occlusion? What is the duration of chronicity there?
sir this here I mentioned TB zero flow for more than 3 months sir. We go to the operative basis
What is SEC AHS statement right now for CTO?
statement sir
Indication matter.
presence of TB is zero
Here relative demanded and you open without any imaging. Okay, it's fine.
Yes.
But suppose it is for you or me, will you open this CTO?
there are indication of opening CTO sir
That is what I am asking.
first is refractory anginal symptoms sir, without not responding to any anti-anginal drugs sir. Is the main indication of opening CTO sir.
But before that, what you will check in viability?
It's a viability test viability
So what do you expect viability test in this patient? What do you expect? Suppose you have done it.
Myocardium is functioning sir, that is collaterals are functioning fine sir.
So in baseline there must not be any ischemia, number one.
Sir.
Number two, on maximum exercise there is some evidence of ischemia.
Yes sir.
Number three, it is reversible.
Yes.
Then and then only you will proceed, right? Otherwise you will not. So this you should be keeping in mind.
Yes.
Please repeat again.
આ બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે કે તમારું જે ઇસ્કેમિયા છે એ રિવર્સિબલ છે કે એટલે you have to first establish in CT.
Literature says that sir, many CTO patients collateral only gives blood flow to contralateral myocardium as like as 90% of stenosis vessels. So even though they are collateral, they can't prevent angina. Sir.
Agreed, so there will be some evidence, no? There must be objective evidence on stress test. Yeah,
Yes,
there is an ischemic segment there,
Yes.
right? Okay. So,
the only problem with TMT is you cannot localize which segment is giving
yeah,
angina.
that's fine.
That is the only problem.
You can go beyond
So-
TMT, that's fine. But at least
If this patient would not have left wing disease, then we would have definitely gone for TMT in follow-up. Because only one single artery is occluded, TMT positive, that is because of that artery, single artery. But here there was bilateral problem. So that's
So,
why the initial plan was to
looking the
left-
patient profile, diabetic, I would still go for CABG.
Yeah, option was given, not willing at all. This patient was discharged with CABG, came back. Not willing for patient was not willing. Relatives were agreeing for CABG,
Okay.
but patient was not willing.
So this sort of discussion must involve in your presentation. These were the options given, these were the
The
discussion.
role of TMT in this viability is in one in CTO, second one is in bifurcation also. Like only osteal diagonal disease or only osteal OM disease, where you don't want to touch main vessel. You can still keep that patient on medical prevention. Repeat TMT every 6 months. Whenever TMT comes positive or patient has rest angina, that time you intervene bifurcation. Otherwise, just to do diagonal angioplasty, osteal, damaging left LED, main artery is not advisable. So that is the role of TMT.
અમે હમણાં તો પૂછ્યું તો પણ અત્યારે આપણે વડોદરામાં તો કોઈ થેલિયમ નથી કરતો ને.
Zydus કદાચ કરે, I am not sure. Correct? Zydus માં Stellium would be better in this case.
Yeah,
Because that
Stellium
will
is-
show that is it because of left circulation or it is because of right circulation.
આ પેશન્ટને રેસ્ટ અંજાઇના હતો કે એક્સટર્નલ હતો એટલે પેલી સ્લાઇડમાં
Exertional like that.
exertional હતો.
4 મહિનાથી એક્ઝર્શન જ હશે.
Rest angina નતું.
એવો કોઈ સ્ટડી છે કે જેની અંદર હું સીટીઓ ઓપન કર્યા પછી અને મેડિકલ થેરાપી કમ્પેરેટિવ સ્ટડી
બહુ
છે ઘણા બધા છે.
સિંગલ વેસ્ટર્ન માટે
These
રિઝલ્ટ
are
પણ
guidelines are imaging કરવાનું viability performance and then open CT. CT opening directly is not advisable as per the guidelines.
Coming to the discussion of CTOs.
આમાં પીએમ યોજના શબ્દ વચ્ચે આવ્યો કેવું ને
એ ઘણી બધી જગ્યાએ
ઘણી બધી જગ્યા વચ્ચે આવ્યો.
દરવાજ ડ્યુઅલ કેથેટર એન્જિયોગ્રાફી કરો તો કેટલો તમે ચાર્જ ખાલી કેથેટરનો ચાર્જ વધારે કોન્ટ્રાસ્ટ કેથેટર કે બીજું કંઈ
ના કોમ્પ્લેક્સ ઇન્ટરવેન્શન એનીવે
અમુક ખર્ચો તો વધારે જ થયો હશે ને તમને જે મળે એના કરતા.
ના વી યુઝ ઓન્લી સિંગલ ન્યુ વાયર જે રેટ્રોગ્રેડ ક્રોસિંગ માટે યુઝ કર્યું એ જ ખાલી નવો વાયર
હમ.
વન NY વાયર ઇન TM3 યોજના ઇઝ ઓલ્સો ઓકે એક ન્યુ વાયર તો ગમે ત્યારે યુઝ થવાનો જ છે So, એક જ નવો વાયર યુઝ
એટલે એમાં મળે પછી ઇન્ક્લુડ થાય કે ખાલી
એ લોકોને
એકેડેમિક
એવું કંઈ છે જ નહીં તમે એક વાયર વાપરો કે 10 વાયર વાપરો
એની
એ લોકોનું અમાઉન્ટ તો ફિક્સ જ છે
ફિક્સ જ છે.
અને
ગવર્મેન્ટ કોઈ લેવા દેવા
ગવર્મેન્ટને કંઈ ગમત જ નથી.
Government has believed that angioplasty can be done with single wire, single balloon and single stent pulse. પછી તમે CTO કરો કે બાયફર્કેશન કરો જે કરો they don't care.
ચલો economic discussion તો
એટલે
CTOs are present in about 20 to 50% of relevant coronary artery disease. More than 50% of patients have well-preserved LV function. More than 80% of the patients have non-QA in CTO territories. Only 8 to 15% of patients undergone PCI. Major predictor of advising PCI is in favor of GMDT versus CABGs. Thanks to specific wires and sophisticated techniques continuously evolving since early 1990s, which help the cardiologist to do PCI in CTO. Every interventionalist dreams to be expertise in CTO, but the last niche in the field of interventional cardiology is CTO. Definition: CTO is the presence of TB zero flow within the occluded arterial segments of more than 90% of the stenosis for at least 3 months of duration. Coming to the prevalence of CTO in Canada,
once you say 3 months, so how do you know that this is for 3 months?
એટલે પહેલા એકવાર એન્જિયોગ્રાફી કરી હોય
And because the
God,
more or less
then only then.
Here it is clinical.
according to definition, is more than 3 months. Sir.
Remember, how do you know that this is for
From
3 months?
coronary angiograms, we can see the other signs of chronic occlusions as collaterals and calcifications in coronary arteries, like that. If we have to definitely say that we have to normal angiogram.
એવું અહીંયા ક્લિનિકલ શબ્દ તો છે જ નહીં. ક્લિનિકલ ટીમી કેવી રીતે જોવા?
this is by definition 3 months.
But they must have given some criteria 3 months. Once you say the collateral circulation, from collateral circulation you decide that this is 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, like that.
No.
ના see, એમાં તો એવી રીતે થાય suppose a artery is completely blocked and patient is carrying with angina. So there is other signs of MI is there or not. There is a regional wall
Other
motion,
clinical signs.
troponins are elevated, then this is an acute one, right? And if it's not there, then it's a chronic one. And આ બધું conglomerate કરીને you can probability મૂકી શકો. Otherwise તો this is our definition તો તમારી theoretical થઈ કરે.
As you asked, sir, if
Yeah.
the chest pain is from 5 days.
Exactly, that is what I asked, right? If this patient comes with 4 to 5 days of history, you are into phase of acute MI or unstable angina, not in
Yes,
CT.
yes.
Even this calcification can be there in acute
Yes.
one as well.
Calcification might be
Yeah, it is.
outstanding.
Ah.
Occlusion can be.
In a diabetic patient, old diabetes, the calcification can be there in an acute event.
You
Right?
have to correlate this with clinical and
Exactly.
things, sir. Prevalence of CTO. Here we can see that in from the Canadian multi-center CTO registry, total 18.4 patients were of the CTO were observed, in which 54 patients with prior CABG surgery and 10% patients from STMI and other coronary angiography. There were 14.7 patients having CTOs. Shows that there is more prevalence of CTOs. This slide shows the choice of revascularization of CTOs in
That data was based on conventional coronary NG or CT guided?
conventional, sir, conventional. This is the prevalence of CTO and choice of revascularization in CTO from Dallas VHC trial. Here we can see the without any prior CABG surgery, PCI was done in 50% of the patients, CABG was done in 30% of the patient, and medical management was done in 20% of the patient. But when it comes to the post CABG patients, the PCI was the main choice, modality of choice in the patient, which was done in 60% of the patient, and medical management is 40% of the patients, and re-CABG was done only in 0.6% of the patients.
This is the PCI of CTO only, not other.
Yes, CTO only. Sir. Coming to the pathology of CTO lesions, it has a heavy atherosclerotic plaque burden, tough fibrous cap at the proximal and distal margins, softer material in between. Hard plaques are more prevalent with increasing CTO age. Well-developed collateral may provide the flow equivalent to 90% of the stenosis to maintain myocardial viability. But FFR of collateral of CTO is less than 0.8, which explains the angina symptoms. Age-related changes in intimal plaques are also observed in terms of fibrodensity changes. Here the pathologic slide of CTO lesions showing temporal changes in vessel size, intraluminal microvessel, representing histological sections of occlusions. There was marked reduction in vessel size at the 6 weeks. Here we can see that. Presentation. Most of the CTO patients present with the stable angina, change in angina status, silent or silent ischemia or heart failure of ischemic origins. More than 50% of the patients have well preserved LV function and 80% of the patients have non-QF. So why CTO intervention is necessary, sir? First, to decrease the angina symptom. The post-GIC study and factor trial shows that it will definitely benefit to the patient. To increase the LV function, to decrease the consequences of future acute coronary syndrome, to decrease arrhythmias, for decreasing need of CABG, sir, and to decrease the anti-anginal medications, sir. And second, intervention to improve PCI skill and to help the patients. CTO is this. Coming to the further course of CTO lesions, if here we can see that the risk of CTO from the Canadian registry itself. Here we can see the 25% of mortality in early CTO lesions. This slide is different. This is significant. Coming to review of literature of CTOs, here I have compiled various studies of CTO lesion, which has survival with successful versus failed CTO benefits and procedural success rates. Here we can see that very less success rate, but survival benefits was observed in most of the patients. In first trial there was 73.5% versus non-failed CTO 65% benefits. In second trial 95 versus 85.4% of benefit was observed. Like concluding that there is a benefit in opening the CTOs.
What was the this meta-analysis કરીને આની p value નથી ખાતી all together?
Which sir?
Yeah, individual it is there, but complete meta-analysis કરવું તો ને બધું.
And completely individual P value. Yes.
Maybe આનો confidence interval જોવો પડે hazard ratio, because this looks little more positive on survival and it is big thing.
First study sir P values. Procedure failures. The most common failure mode of CTO intervention remains to inability to successfully cross occlusion with the guide wire. Retrograde approach through collateral channel has been introduced to cross complex CTO, which has been done in our procedure. Older occlusion, greater CTO length and a non-taper stump, the origin of the side branch at the occlusion site and calcification negatively affect the ability to cross the guide wire in CTO. For that there is a JCTO score. It has been 5 parameters of lesions. Here, if the score is more than 3, it is very difficult to cross the guide wire. So that with CDO score more than 3, so there is a less than 20 possibility of success to cross guide wire in early 30 minutes is less than 22%. Coming to the various techniques of CTO procedures, there are these are hybrid CTO algorithms. Which, there are two approaches to open CTO. The first is antegrade and retrograde approach. If lesion length is less than 20 and there is no ambiguous proximal cap, good distal target, then we have to go antegradely. And if there is no ambiguity, poor distal target, and appropriate collaterals are there, we have to prefer the retrograde CTOs. There are different anatomical aspects considered for CTO angioplasty. In proximal cap, we have to consider proximal vessel tortuosity and caliber. The proximal cap, we have to see is ambiguous or clear. It is tapered or blunt. Is there any side branch at the level of proximal cap, or there is calcification? Second thing to be considered is length, lesion of length, and third thing is distal cap, that is caliber of quality of distal vessel. Is there any bifurcation at the level of distal vessel, or prior CF bypass graft are there? And third things and important are about the classifying the collaterals. The collaterals by type, are they septal, bypass graft, or epicardial grafts? Second thing, size of the collaterals, which has been classified as from the Berners classification, tortuosity of collaterals, dominance, and angle and location of the entry. This is a classification of collaterals. In first CC, Euro has no continuous connection. CC1 done, CC1 type of collaterals showed by blue arrow. This continuous thread-like
Too much
connection.
of technicality. Nanakata is starting with the
there are, in our retrograde approach, there are 4 methods of retrograde wiring techniques. One is retrograde wire cross, where wire is crossed directly, and the second is kissing wire cross, controlled antegrade retrograde tracking technique, and reverse that. Here we have been doing kissing wire cross techniques. After coming
I
to
was
this,
guided so.
this is a procedures. I was guided reverse card techniques.
So you take IVAS images from either proximal or distal to
I
the
was
occlusion or within the occlusion.
anti-gradely, sir, when CPU region is not proximal segments.
Okay.
Sorry, well, I don't know. What about rotablator here? Can you use rotablator to?
We can
Yes,
use
sir.
after crossing the antegrade wire, we can use if required.
So main issue
In our case, it was not required because there was not much of calcium. It was much of fibro and fibrocalcific plaque, but it was not a arc of calcium. At least on angiogram, it was not heavily calcium.
Okay, you can use rotablator
You can use.
if required.
Yes, yes.
Is there a
Not
role of
from the
CT?
opposite wire. After crossing the wire, after that RCO wire is inside, we can use rotablator.
Is there any role of CT coronary injury in CTO?
yes, sir.
Will it help?
Yes, sir. There is a role to see calcifications of the vessel in length of the CPU region, sir.
I think predisposed factor.
So main is a diabetic, old age, sir. Diabetes patients have more prone to CTOs. Coming to the analysis, sir, these are different success and complications meta-analysis study. This shows that overall success of CTO is 83.5, but retrograde CTO success was only 75%, showing that it is a very skillful procedures which have been done. Coming to complication, peri-procedural MI, retrograde procedure have around 33% of the chances of peri-procedural MI and the retrograde dissection reactions. So conclusions, CTOs are more common. PCI for CTO is the last frontier of coronary intervention. CTO revascularization can provide significant clinical benefits. CTO PCI can be achieved with high success rate and low complication rates and can be cost effective. Greater load CTO PCI increases the success rate but also carries the risk of complications and should be therefore be used cautiously by experienced operator and at the experienced centers only, sir.
Where was have taken this training of